John 12:37. Cum autem tanta signa fecis et cora meis, non credebant in eum. But after he had done such signs before them, they did not believe in him. So today we get to play with the sequence of tenses. First, we must identify our main verb, which is credebant, and our subordinate clause, introduced by cum, is this right here. Now, different grammars treat the sequence of tenses a little differently and call them different things. For our purposes, we will be calling them the primary tenses and the secondary tenses. And the primary tenses are the present, future, future perfect, and sometimes the perfect tense. And the secondary tenses are the imperfect, the perfect, and the pluperfect. Given that we have an imperfect third person plural verb here, we automatically know it's a secondary tense. And then we have the subordinate clause. Now remember, whatever time is expressed in the subordinate clause is not absolute. It is relative to the main clause. So if we wanted to express congruent time relative to the main clause with a secondary sequence tense, we would expect the imperfect tense in the subjunctive for our cum clause. And if we wanted to express time past relative to the main clause, we would expect the pluperfect subjunctive. And since such signs that he had done before them had been done before the not believing, and during and after, of course, but the logic here is that he had done the signs, and even so they didn't believe. Therefore, we have the pluperfect subjunctive, third person singular, to finish off the temporal clause, begun with cum. And then our simple main clause, non credebant in eum. They did not believe in him. And in case it may interest you, I thought I'd point out that the underlying Greek is actually not a temporal clause, but a genitive absolute. Translating these kind of genitive absolutes from Greek into Latin as temporal clauses is fairly customary. I just thought I'd point it out as it may interest you. Lastly, I just wanted to point out the callbacks to the prologue. A couple of verses ago, we had the reintroduction of the idea of the light and the darkness. And then in the last verse, we had the idea of becoming sons of the light. And in this verse, we have the Jews not believing, despite signs and wonders done before them, which seems to be a deliberate callback to 1:11, him going amongst his own things, yet his own did not receive him.